this is Cassandra S. Dunn, your favorite registered nurse, coming to you live from an undisclosed location. I just wanted to let everybody know that not only am I a registered nurse for several decades, almost 3, I'm also a certified federal medical investigator. I am bringing you today information about the swab that is used to test for the current claimed pandemic. Facebook took down my previous video, just happened to disappear, so I'm bringing you another one. I'm also going to transfer this video to my website, purplelionproject.com, as soon as I'm done, so that it's not disappeared again. So the swabs that are used for testing, I have 2 of them here, made by different manufacturers. The first one is made by Ningbo HLS Medical Products, and it's made in China. On it, it says sterile/EO. Keep that in mind, because I'm going to give additional information what the EO stands for. Here's the other one. This one is made by Miraclean Technology, and this is also made in China. It also says sterile/EO. So these are 2 different swabs that are used deep into the nasal cavity, halfway up to your skull, to test for the current pandemic. I don't want to say the name of it because I don't want to get banned again from Facebook. So what is EO? EO stands for ethylene oxide. So these swabs are saturated with, coated with EO, ethylene oxide. So what is ethylene oxide? Per the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA classified ethylene oxide as a human carcinogen in December 2016. The EPA, as well as the International Agency for Research on Cancer and the National Toxicology Program, classifies ethylene oxide as a carcinogen to humans. Evidence in humans indicates that exposure to ethylene oxide by inhalation increases the risk of lymphoma cancers, myelomas, and leukemias, and for females, breast cancer. Ethylene oxide is mutagenic, which means it can change the DNA in your cells. Children may be more susceptible to the harmful effects of mutagenic substances. It also states here that acute inhalation exposure of workers to high levels of ethylene oxide has resulted in nausea, vomiting, neurological disorders, bronchitis, pulmonary edema, and emphysema. Some evidence exists indicating that inhalation exposure to ethylene oxide can cause an increased rate of miscarriages in female workers. Reproductive effects have been noted in inhalation. Exposure studies include decreased testicular weights and sperm concentration and testicular degeneration. Ethylene oxide has been shown to cause lymphoid cancer and tumors of the brain, lung, connective tissue, uterus, breasts in animals exposed to ethylene oxide by inhalation. So that's from the United States Environmental Protection Agency.
Questions?
I have one question to ask though. Tell me, why are they using those PCR swabs up somebody's nose? I mean, really, up your nose? I can't understand this. Can you elaborate on this?
Okay, the PCR test, that is one of the biggest con put on humanity, because there is nothing in the nose that you can test for. Why can't you use the mouth? Okay, now that swab that they're putting up your nose, number one, that swab is contaminated with nanoparticulates, graphene oxide. Okay, it's got like shards in it. So when they push that swab up your nose, what they are doing is they are breaching what is called the cribriform plate that's between your nasal passageway and your brain. That means they want to breach what is called your blood-brain barrier and affect the brain, the frontal lobe of the brain. So when they go right up here, this is an ancient treatment that the pharaohs used to use on people to be able to keep people under control. This is witchcraft, pure witchcraft. And whoever has put that crap up their nose, okay, number one is they have magnetized themselves. So that means very, very shortly, with that graphene oxide that's now on the brain, they are now going to be linked to what's called the BLE network. They will be tracked, traced, and owned. Okay, that PCR, it means polymer chain reactor. It was designed by the man who was given a Nobel Peace Prize, but they had to kill this man because that machine is not a diagnostic machine. It's an
This is this information is very, very, very deep, and many people, they don't know such things. They don't know. They don't get it. You see. So I feel like we need to like know more about this, guys. This is very serious, and such things do happen. You see, such things do happen, but we don't know anything about them. We just don't know anything about them. But we're gonna dig on to that in our next podcast, Stoners Vents podcast. Don't forget to tune in our next episode.